Yo, what's up guys, I'm going to show you how to do Gunsmith Part 3 in the new 13.5 patch, in this case from Tarkov. Now before we begin, I just want to say I'm giving away one copy of Tarkov VOD edition, so if you guys are willing to join, check out the description below. So what do we actually need to do this Gunsmith? Well, it depends on if we're going to buy the MP5 SD or the MP5. So depending on what level traders you have, you can get it for cheaper if you buy the MP5 SD or MP5, and I'll show you all the outcomes. So if you're level 2 with Peacekeeper and you've done the task Scrap Metal, you can actually barter for an MP5 SD instead of the normal MP5. Now if you can do that, you should do that because it is much cheaper. It's a few knives I think that you can get from scavs, and you can get an MP5 SD and you can skip buying some of the parts. Otherwise you can buy normal MP5 from Peacekeeper or just buy it from the flea market or barter here. Otherwise there's also another MP5 SD barter from mechanic level 1, so anyone can do it, but it's a bit more expensive, and I would advise just getting the normal MP5 from Peacekeeper or the flea market if you don't have the task completed from Peacekeeper. So once we have our MP5, and I'll show you what parts you don't need if you have an MP5 SD, which are these two parts, which I'll come to in a bit. Once we have our MP5, we also need a blue laser. Now these are parts everyone needs. So a blue laser, which we can buy from Skier level 1. We need the tri-rail ring mount, which we can buy from Peacekeeper level 2, or a barter from mechanic level 2, or just buy it from the flea market. I will show you where you can buy the parts. And of course, a 50 round drum magazine, which is the actual core of this gun build, a 50 round drum machine, which you can barter from mechanic level 2, Peacekeeper level 2, or you can buy it from the flea market as I did. So once you have those three parts, if you have the normal MP5, you can keep on watching because these are parts that you will need. If you have the MP5 SD, you don't need to buy these parts. So to convert our MP5 to an MP5 SD, we need three more parts, which is the MP5 SD handguard, which we can all get from Peacekeeper level 2, by the way. So this is from Peacekeeper level 2. We also need the MP5 SD upper receiver from Peacekeeper level 2, and the MP5 SD suppressor from Peacekeeper level 2, or just buy these three parts from the flea market. Alright, so now that we have the 6 parts, or 3 if you got the MP5 SD variant, it's time to assemble the gun. So if we have the MP5, we need to first convert it to an MP5 SD, which is, I'm going to show you how to do it. So first we're going to remove the old upper receiver from the gun. We're going to go to our new upper receiver. We're going to put on the suppressor and the handguard. So after we have that, we can now put it back onto the gun, and we have our MP5, but an SD variant. So before we can continue, we need to go back to the old upper receiver and transfer the back stock and also the, the front rear sight. So put that on, and now we have an MP5 SD. So if you have an MP5 SD, this is what you should already have. And now it's basically time to just put on the rest. So we're gonna put on the tri-rail ring mount, the the laser, and of course we're gonna remove the mag from the gun and put on the new mag. And there we go, that's how we do the Gunsmith Part 3. We can now turn it in, and yeah.